Time is the most valuable resource you will ever have. Unlike money, possessions, or even opportunities, once time is gone, it never returns. Yet so many of us waste it on things we cannot change, on regrets that haunt us, on circumstances that are out of our control. Heraclitus, the ancient Greek philosopher, gave us a timeless truth when he said, "Do not waste your time on what you cannot change." But despite this wisdom, how many of us actually live by it? How many of us allow ourselves to be consumed by thoughts of the past, worrying about mistakes, missed opportunities, or situations that have long passed beyond our reach? But why do we do this? Because we are wired to believe that if we think long enough, hard enough, or obsessively enough about something, we might somehow find a way to change it. But that is an illusion. The past is set in stone. No amount of thinking, regretting, or wishing can alter what has already happened. And yet, we willingly give away our peace of mind to events that are no longer in our hands. We replay conversations in our heads, thinking about what we should have said or done differently. We regret choices that led us to places we never intended to be. We carry burdens that were never meant to be carried forever. But here's the truth. You cannot change the past. You cannot control everything that happens in life. You cannot force people to act the way you want them to. And yet, so many of us spend our days fighting battles that cannot be won. So what happens when you waste your time on what you cannot change? You rob yourself of the present moment, because life is happening now, not yesterday, not last year, not in the mistakes you made or the things you lost. It is happening right here, in this moment. But if your mind is still trapped in what you cannot change, then you are not really living. Imagine yourself walking through a forest with a heavy backpack. This bag is filled with all your regrets, your failures, your past mistakes. Every step forward is harder because you refuse to let go of what weighs you down. But what if you just stopped carrying it? What if you dropped the bag, left it behind, and kept moving forward? Wouldn't you feel lighter? Wouldn't you feel freer? Wouldn't your steps be faster, your path clearer, your spirit unburdened? That is what happens when you stop wasting time on what you cannot change. You take back your life, because while you cannot change the past, you can shape the future. You can control your attitude. You can control your focus. You can control how you respond to challenges. Think about how much time you have spent worrying about things you cannot fix. How many hours have you spent replaying past mistakes? How many days have you wasted overthinking someone else's opinion of you? How much energy have you given to things that do not serve your growth? Now imagine if all of that time had been spent on something productive. Imagine if, instead of regretting the past, you use that time to build your future. Imagine if, instead of dwelling on failures, you use that energy to prepare for success. Imagine if, instead of trying to change what is unchangeable, you focused entirely on what is within your power, because there is power in letting go. There is power in refusing to dwell on what you cannot change. There is power in choosing to move forward. Heraclitus didn't just say these words to sound wise. He understood something that many of us take a lifetime to realize. Your time is your most precious resource, and how you spend it will determine the quality of your life. So, ask yourself, what have you been wasting your time on? What thoughts have been stealing your peace? What burdens have you been carrying that you no longer need? If the past is unchangeable, then why let it hold power over your present? If other people's actions are beyond your control, then why let them control your emotions? If a situation is out of your hands, then why waste energy on it? You have a choice. You can continue to waste your time worrying, regretting, and wishing for things to be different. Or you can accept what is, learn from it, and focus on what you can control. Because here's the truth. The moment you stop focusing on what you cannot change is the moment you realize how much you still can. So let go. Let go of the past. Let go of the regrets. Let go of the need to control everything, and take back your time, take back your energy, take back your life, because the future is still unwritten, and what you do with your time now will determine the story you tell tomorrow. If you felt inspired by our journey through the Hellenic Horizons, give a thumbs up, subscribe, and share your thoughts below.